Hello and welcome everyone to another edition of Coach's Corner. Zach By sitting down with John Mueller, the head baseball coach here at the University of Albany. Coach, slipped up a little bit this past weekend against UMass Lowell. What are some of your takeaways?
Well, I think that Saturday we had a nice rebound back from the first game. The first game we got into some trouble on the mound. We didn't really get a quality start. We had some trouble relieving him. And, Stephen Wood stepped up in game 2 for us to get the split on Saturday. I think that was important for us. Moving forward to Sunday, we really had a tough time getting a lot of offense going. We had some opportunities. We didn't capitalize on them. That's kind of been the theme over the last few weeks, getting guys in scoring position with 2 outs and waiting for that big hit. We're hoping that's going to come soon. We have 2 weeks left to capitalize on some of those things. And, we had a tremendous outing from Cameron Sorgi out of the bullpen on Sunday, which was very encouraging.
This last night, actually, you go down to St. John's on the road. There's a lot of familiarity there. You played them a handful of times. You had them on the ropes. I mean, this is really a game that you guys may have outplayed them, but you come away, the final score says St. John's won.
Yeah, very similar to the Georgia Tech game. Last night was a committee appende. We had, JT Genovese started. We wanted to limit him because he's had some good success lately. Andrew Uriki had a good outing. A lot of the guys in the pen did a nice job. Offensively, we had some guys step up, which was nice. Matt Hinchy swinging the bat well. Brendan Bean had a nice night. Will Miller had a good job, had a nice night. And, you put a guy at the back end of the game. It's the first time I think Sam's tried to close out a game in a while. He wasn't sharp, didn't have his best stop. Give them credit. They got a free pass. They got a guy who battled with 2 strikes, got a base hit. Guy hit a pitch, and it happens. He put a good swing on it. It's not over until that last out's recorded. So it's going to go down as a loss. It's a 1-run loss, and the coaches always say if we win by 1, we lose by 1, we put that on our back. But a lot of positives. A lot of guys got work, which was good. Danny Castro was very good last night. Second time out, he's been good. That's encouraging. So moving forward to UMBC, we have some guys that have made some progress there. So I think the key this weekend is going to be getting quality starts and sturdying up the defense, playing good defense, which we didn't do on Sunday.
As you go into this back stretch of the season, the home stretch, what's the overall health of your team?
Well, in a nutshell, we had 35 guys to start the year. I think we have 23 healthy right now. I think we have 9 guys redshirting. Our shortstop went down on Saturday. We're hoping to have him back this weekend. He missed the last 2 games. He didn't play last night. He's getting some rehab and getting healthy, and hopefully we'll have him for this weekend. And if we don't, we'll move forward. We'll have a guy that steps up and plays short. And I think that's going to be a key if we can play good defense against this team. UMBC is one of the best teams in the country at home. They're 14-1 at home. They have a long winning streak going. They're playing with a ton of confidence. Very good coach, great guy, and that's a tough environment to play in. I mean, this is no different than last weekend. It's the same. It's a different poisonous snake that you have to pick up. So this one's got different things that they do well, and they've gotten tremendous pitching. Their bullpen has picked them up. They've played solid D, and like I said a couple weeks ago, they've gotten some star power out of some guys this year, which has made them difficult to beat at home.
So you go down to UMBC, where they're one of the best home teams in the country, and then you come back and finish up the season at home against Maine. What are the scenarios where you need to get into this 4-team America East tournament?
Well, I think it's clear that we need to go down and we need to win some games. The goal is to go win this series. The goal is to win the main series. You get to 500, you're in. The thing we'd like to talk about is controlling our own fate, controlling our own destiny. We still have that opportunity going forward into this weekend. We win 1 or 2 games, we still control our own destiny. We go down there, we don't play well, we come away with no wins, then we start possibly losing control at the end of the season. I think the big thing is we're going to keep it loose. Nobody's dying. It's not the end of the world. The goal remains intact. If we get quality starts, if we play defense, we will be able to play with this team. If we don't do those things, they'll probably have a much easier time dealing with us.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that you guys were picked very last in the league, and here you are in a position with just a handful of games left, controlling your own destiny. This is a scenario that you'd probably sign up for during the preseason, right?
Absolutely. There's no question. We were 5-3, and I wasn't convinced that we were ready to, make that step yet. We're 6-8. Because of the work we did early, we're in this position. The last couple weeks have been a little frustrating for us. We haven't pitched well at the front end of our rotation but we're hoping that some guys will make a little progress this weekend. UMBC is a difficult team to play. So is UMass Lowell. So is Stony Brook. Maine's going to come in here with a ton of confidence. I'm sure they have a big weekend with Binghamton at home this weekend. So, you know, you got to do the things that you're capable of doing, and that is, you know, pounding that strike zone, attacking it, playing solid defense, and having quality at bats. And we're going to need to do that to compete this weekend. You know, the guys have been working hard, competing hard, albeit through the injuries. But I think that the big thing is going to be is remaining in control. You know, if you remain in control, you know, you have the last say on how things go. And the fact that we're at home the last 3 games of the year, I feel pretty good about that.
All right. Best of luck this coming weekend and down the stretch of the season.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right. That'll do it for this week's edition of Coach's Corner. As always, we'll check back up with Coach next week and recap the UMBC and look to Maine. For John Mueller, I'm Zach By. We'll see you next time.